Good day, viewer. This is the voice of the elders, and today's topic is mentorship. And our guest today, we've been with Ambassador Bagudu, Male to Hilse, a former ambassador to Namibia, a former Minister of State of Foreign Affairs, and a board member of NLG. It's a pleasure having him in our midst. Sir, you are welcome.
Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to be here.
Sir, mentorship is said to be a relationship between two people where the individual with more experience, knowledge, connection is able to pass along what they have to a more junior individual within a certain field. The more senior individual is the mentor, and the more junior individual is the mentee. I want to believe, as a young boy those days, you have benefited one way or the other from a mentor. What can we say, or who was your mentor, or who you have had such a relationship with?
Well, first and foremost, my mentors were my parents.
Okay.
While I was in school.
Okay.
Up to primary 5, they were my mentors.
Okay.
But by sheer coincidence, I was brought to Bukuru in 1959.
Okay.
And I met an Igbo man who used to be a fitter machinist in the defunct Amalgamated Tin Mines of Nigeria, ATM.
Okay.
He was living in Anguti.
Okay.
His name is Raymond Ikedugwe. He was a fitter machinist with ATM. And he saw me, he liked me so much because I was playing football. And decided to take over payment of my school fees when I went to Kuru in 1962. He paid my school fees up to the time I finished my secondary school in the then Plateau Provincial Secondary School, Kuru, which is now Science School, Kuru. Then the crisis in 1966 broke out. To pay him back, I remember that Black Thursday when there was very serious crisis in Kano and Jos. I was able to save this man from being killed. I was in my final year in the secondary school then. I saved this man. I was able to put him and members of his family on train. And they got back to the east. And then the war broke out in 1967. We lost contact completely.
Okay.
Up till today, I cannot locate where that man is. But I presume he must have been killed during the Civil War. Subsequently, of course, I had some mentors in the university, one way or the other. But they didn't play a major role like he did.
Okay.
Yes, I had some political mentors who were responsible for one appointment or the other that I enjoyed.
Okay.
There were quite a number of them. I wouldn't want to mention them specifically now.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. What a wonderful person you have just mentioned, an Igbo person helping a northerner. Yeah. And he helped one way or the other. you must have succumbed to his form of mentorship by, obedience, by loving him, by, doing whatever he wants you to do. Do we still have such relationship with our youth today, or do you see that still happening today amongst our youth?
We are in a change generation. That kind of relationship is virtually absent. That's the truth.
Okay.
Because the society has changed.
Okay. Naturally the work of a mentor is to help the mentee to excel in career and become the best version of oneself, helping to achieve one's goal, new ways of thinking and challenging one's limiting assumptions. That is the work of the mentor. Do you think the youths are quite available for such direction or instruction from the mentor?
I'll make it very clear.
Okay.
As far as the youth are concerned, we need the youth. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
We need the youth. But the youth that we have these days have become so vibrant. But that is not to say that we should leave them out. We'll have to find a way of taking them along. And a lot of the problems have come up from how they have been trained and brought up. They also need mentors to be able to do the right thing.
Okay.
So, for now, the most important thing is to carry them along. Okay. And there are various ways we can adapt to carry them along.
Okay, sir, you said there are different ways we can carry the youth along, which of course I believe too.
Yes.
Well, from your own perspective, what are the ways we can use in carrying the youth along?
The major thing, if there's anything that is going to happen, like setting up committees for this or that, carry the youth along. Get one or two of them to be members of such committees. We need to hear from them because they'll still go back and relay the whole story to their colleagues. That's what I mean.
Okay. On the plateau now, we have youth from different background. According to you, an Igbo man saw you, brought you up. We have the Yoruba elders. We have the Hausa elders. We have the Fulani elders. We have elders from Mango, from Tarok land, everywhere. Do you think the elders now, are they living to their responsibility to mentor the youth?
Well, you see, the elders are a bit withdrawn
in
terms of mentoring youth. Like I said earlier, the youth, most of them have become so vibrant. But you should expect that. Because what is the cause of it? What is the cause of their vibrancy? A lot of them are unemployed.
Okay.
They have finished school. There's no job for them. Now, if you look at some of the criminals that are being arrested these days, look at them, most of them are young boys. And what's the cause of it? Unemployment.
Okay.
Well qualified, but there's no job for them.
Sir, the educational system, don't you think has created a lot of problem for the youth? Because the youth, the kind of school we go to now is, knowledge-based and very, very theoretical. But don't you believe that what we need today, the kind of school we need or curriculum we need for the youths to be able to adapt to the environment and to be profitable is a problem-solving kind of curriculum?
Well, I honestly don't think there's much any problem with our curriculum.
Okay.
I don't think so. The main problem is this unemployment. And what is the cause of the unemployment? Has the economy of the country been able to handle this? Because we need an economy that will create jobs. That is where the problem is. Is the economy creating jobs for these qualified? Some of the graduates, you can see it very clearly. Some of our young graduates, when they leave this country, particularly those in the diaspora, you can see how well they are doing. Confirming very clearly that it is not the curriculum, no.
Okay.
It is the fact that the economy has not been able to create jobs.
Sir, if you look at our youths all over the world, according to you, they are doing extremely well.
Yes.
They are doing very, very well. And the moment they leave the soil of Nigeria, something must have happened that is, helping them, energizing them to do well. What is there that is not here? From your perspective, from your angle.
Well, it depends on which profession anyway.
Okay.
Because every profession has its own problems.
Okay.
Okay? Some of them, the facilities may not be there to be able to encourage them. Some of them, the vacancies are not there for them to occupy, to be able to display their technical know-how. But when they leave the country, all these things are available for them. And they're able to do very well.
It is said that on the plateau, we don't have, on political scene now, we don't have thugs or thuggery in place. Why? Because the elders, they have taken position not to engage the services of what we call thugs. And thugs are majorly the youth. And do you foresee that it is, can you tell us maybe it is the work of the elders, just like your person as a former ambassador, a former federal commissioner, and you have held a lot of sensitive position in Nigeria.